Okay. Looks like it's going.
I mean, you see us.
That over there.
Amazing.
Hi, Internet.
Yeah.
I'm Dustin.
I'm Lorraine.
You've got a cat. She's over there. She's off camera.
She stole the chair.
She did. She took my original chair. I had to get a new chair.
We've got a new
This
chair.
one was fucking taken from me.
The chair has been taken, and it cannot be saved. Tragic.
We're gonna mess with some game stuff, I think.
Wow.
I believe that is the case.
Wow.
That dragging this Visual Studio window over there is gonna fuck up all the text again.
Probably.
Drag this text document over instead.
Good list. Good list.
I'm just gonna type and not speak apparently.
Fantastic.
So this is fine. This is just up to
content. It's good content. Let me tell you.
That's the eternal struggle.
I mean, this isn't a flashy anything what we're doing. So.
Right. It's not
It's not me making everyone extremely upset while playing Slay the Spire. What if we had picture in picture? What if I was playing Slay the Spire while this was happening?
it'd be something.
It probably wouldn't be very helpful in either regard. So we just end up making everyone
I think
mad.
there is still real value in doing this, but it's like I said, it's never been.
This ain't no production.
My brain only has the ability to either mull over problems and working on video games or say things that are interesting or insightful, not both.
You can't do most things while attempting to be interesting and insightful because you just full on. You just stop playing the video games when we're streaming to speak because you can't do both at the same time.
Bandwidth low, brain bad. My
Brain
processor old and shitty.
Brain width.
Anyway, I guess we'll sort of check out some of this stuff today.
We should preface with there was some work done on those problems we were having last week, and they have been resolved.
Fixed some, but not all of the problems. Well, I think I fixed everything like we were
One
specifically.
Of the one thing with the alt weapon and the bubble alt weapon in particular was it didn't have a class attached to it like we had on the other ones apparently. Because I know we had done some work like that the last time we had been streaming a lot. We were updating them to unify their whatever damage dealing to make it easier for calculating bullshit. And when changing the ammo stuff, I know we messed around with a lot of things and just didn't get around to tacking that on, or just didn't get there. So that was part of the problem. I think that was the major part of the problem, was that script was missing.
Yeah, among other things. And I just had gotten part of the reason for that, and some of the other things was that I just had gotten partway through implementing the changes to change everything from in this game from having its own embedded functions somewhere to take the input to take players' inputs and consolidating them all into the input taker class that we originally built in Cucumber, have updated since in this game, and we'll hopefully use
going forward
other times after this. But in any case,
wow.
I guess I'm gonna grab this controller. I'm gonna. Why this is still so mad? Okay, let's see about dragging the game window over here.
Wow.
Let's see.
Playlist controller.
Oh, this is, I think. No, this is the right scene. Start screen's the actual starting screen. maximize that too. Nothing else interesting going on here. Eh. Eh. Eh.
You're doing it. Incredible.
Alright, so. Is that our total, I assume? It's not displayed anywhere else, so. Oh, that's not a good sign.
It does just say test in the text field. Did you change that?
I don't know. I might have.
Because he was saying stuff before.
Course. It's just when it rains, it pours. And there's another error for some reason. Oh, we're gonna be dealing with whatever this fucking is. Another input error. I wonder if I broke something else in there. I don't remember now. God fucking damn it. Alright, hold on.
She gets cozy. I don't know if it's just the fact that they're too far apart for me to see at the same time, but there's something telling me that the A and the B button are like moving at different rates. One is ahead of the other, and I don't know if that's true or not. It's just kind of freaking me out right now. I doubt they are, because they're like a copied object that has the same animator on it. But they look to be the. It could also just be the colors, even. I don't really know. But I do be having a moment. Did I have that order back on the red one? What was the error?
Hold on. It's
holding on. Help. Holep.
I could update it somehow.
Holepathy. Your chair is available now.
Huh?
Your chair is available now.
Thank goodness.
We're zooming.
Over here.
Bye.
Huh. Well, maybe it's this kind of shit. Hold on.
Which script through the arrow? Was it the input taker base? Was it the menu?
I know what's wrong, I think. I just gotta find out where things are happening. That's the costume one. Maybe even just doing this will fix it. Let's see.
Can't wait.
No.
Is it type right?
Is it not even? Actually, this might be wrong too. Yeah, this is the trigger. That box, that transform, that variable. I'm not sure where this is tied in with the Oh, it must be the override. Hold on. Of these. But like I said, then I couldn't find the other
Yep.
here. Where the hell is the? Hold on.
Is what?
You click on stuff now. Window. Never try to pull this back over here.
No.
Still made everything stupid tiny. Let's reset that. There, it's a little better.
What are you looking
for? Meter. This is the only script on here. It's reference to this. It's the menu itself. Could knew this shit better. That's on me, I guess. All right. Excuse me.
But still not the base one, though, right?
Is this ultimately tied into the... Yeah, that's into the base.
Chat menu bases, okay.
And this does get a reference to the player controller. This might actually be redundant, I'm not sure. And this is... Yeah, so in here, what we actually need to do is...
Yeah.
Nope. Is it not?
Let's make it inactive and active.
Oh, fuck.
What are you trying to do?
Let me think for a second. I wish I was dead.
That would be counterproductive.
I don't know what's gonna happen when I do this.
Comments like that.
And then I'm gonna explain to you how stupid I am. And then I'm gonna be sad because I'm so stupid.
Join the club. I'm basically an idiot. You need a different scene, right? Because you can actually change anything here. Why do you open them like this? This is madness.
I don't know. Actually, I'm assuming it finished building. I didn't actually check.
It said build succeeded.
Okay. All right. And I think okay. All right. So here's what happened.
Okay.
And I guess it's fine this way, although it's fucking crummy as fuck. So we should actually maybe when we have a discussion about that and either do that today or just I'll write it down. We'll do it later. But so in making some of those other changes, I was trying to reduce I'm still trying to reduce the ability that due to just like an accidental setup error that just like an accidental, like when you're coding the other stuff that the input takers are involved in, that there would ever be two things taking inputs at once. Because the way that it's set up, there should never be two things taking inputs at once.
Correct.
There should only be one object ever at any point, at any given frame, that is capable of like reading the controller and whatever, your keyboard or whatever. And right now that is accomplished by, at least before I made some changes. So now it's kind of both. But before I made some changes, that was accomplished by when any inheriting object that that inherits from the input taker class calls that start function, they just pass in a true or false as one of the parameters
if
it starts the scene active, and if it doesn't, then like I said, right now I think there's both.
Hey, Colette, fucking stop it! Do not bite the baffling. Knock it off.
Colette, you're being bad. Right now there's just like a flag in there that I think says is active or something. That sets it, and then something else happens from there. When I was making some of those other changes to those other objects,
considering my dominance over the cat,
I coded it around some of those other functions that either there's like make input takers active or inactive, and they basically pass control of taking input from one thing to another. So in my infinite wisdom, I was like, well,
big smarts.
That's like the only way this is happening, right? Is like we're going from one input taker to another. So why would there even need to be more than one instantiated input manager object in the scene? Why don't they just pass a reference to whatever the first one is? So I rewrote some of that other stuff to account for that, and actually moved that call
behind.
I moved this into this check basically, so that it would even only instantiate the one. And they're passing them to each other, and that works in most cases. But I forgot that these triggers technically aren't taking input themselves. So it's not which is actually a poor standard. I should make this probably, if you wanted to make it completely internally consistent, I should probably rework these a little bit. So that maybe even they,
because it's the menu, not these objects. Okay.
So maybe even they recognize like that Marta has entered. They call back into some new function in Marta.
She passes to them. They pass to menu. Right. Menu passes to them. They pass to Marta.
They call back into Marta. That then triggers the traditional, basically the way handshake. That the other like when you launch these menus that aren't tied to physical objects. That's what's happening. If I hit start, Marta calls the make this input taker active or whatever on the options on this menu screen, and passes her own reference in. And so since it uses all those standard already built input manager functions, it just works like you'd expect. But
one note right here, bring the pause menu up again. The layering is behind the HUD. I don't know if that's good or bad.
Oh, that's funny.
Because if we're going to move certain things around, more of that's going to cover it, and we just need to change the sorting layers.
Put that down.
Yeah. I don't think I'd ever really noticed that before. It's such a small corner that it doesn't surprise me. Where's fixes? Oh, big stretch. Goodness. Oh, another stretch. Oh my gosh. Now she's gonna lay in front of the vent. Hopefully not bite more baffling. Or she's gonna leave. Goodness. Absolutely tragic.
Okay. So does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So again, I don't know if I don't know what we should do today. What do you think? Maybe we should just try to mess with the thing I was going to try to mess with originally, because ultimately I just needed the screen to show up to have more.
I love him, by the way. I love Shopkeeper Goop.
I wanted this to be active, so I could actually prove that once we got some coins that the values were correct in some way. But
I mean, if you were set on doing coins, then let's just do coin stuff. Like,
but we'll keep that in mind. I guess let me go and write.
Yeah, add that to the thing.
Because, like I said, I do.
Wrong thing.
I shouldn't leave it the way it is. I should make it more
Uniform.
correct for this card more than most. Because, like, if it were something more proprietary, like one of the boss fights or something, I would maybe just say fuck it.
Yeah.
Like I'm going to, with a decent amount of the code that exists in those other encounters or whatever. But for this, since once we have stated that Down the Drain is complete, like once we've quote unquote shipped it, I do want to rip out all this input code and reuse it and keep iterating on it. So I want it to be better than some of the other code.
I mean,
that's
like I
here.
said in our like off stream discussion on the matter, like I think honestly the only things that really would be perpetuated.
That sounds right.
Whatever. Speaking is hard. From this game really is the input stuff, because so much else of it is, and maybe movement, because we had touched on the movement or whatever, but so much of the rest of it is so specific that I think it's more of like a reference than like an actual codex, which isn't bad. I don't think that's a bad thing. You're gonna write unique code for everything, and if you could at least save like yourself the trouble of having to reinvent the wheel with the most basic things like how to navigate between a player character and menus every time, like you should have a standard, and that's what this input taker base is going to be, because it is already in both the games right now that we have in slightly different forms, just because like we've been working more on this than Cucumber. So Cucumbers hasn't been updated as recently, but it had the more solid base, because that's where this code started, was over there. But yeah. Yeah, okay.
All right. Well, now that that's all out of the way, all I really need to do right this second is, let's confirm a different thing through gameplay, I guess. All right. So we're getting out of here. Go play a level, which I think will happen if I just do this. Okay. Need to get some number of coins. So there's one. And there's still not a coin we out here. I think we should add
that was something
still.
we had talked about like right at the end last time, and just was on the list of like HUD changes. Yeah, no, I agree. That and the moving the ammo and changing that up, like the ammo tracker and the weapon thing.
That's 2, right?
Yes.
Alright, just gotta get to the end. Get out of my way.
Bang.
I said, get out of my way.
2.
Oh, I did even update that. Alright, I forgot that even said that.
Dustin, I have there's a lot of coin stuff in, like score coin things in between levels already in this game.
Alright, so we're gonna hit that.
It didn't play though, the animation.
I forget at what point that got broken, but I'm sure it got broken.
Okay, I'm just a note, making a note. Also, why are they behind him?
In fact, actually, I'm just gonna...
Maybe they were behind him for that one.
I don't think there's a... Yeah, you can't hit the pause menu.
Nope.
I did something and it broke. Alright.
You probably hit the pause menu, which is what broke it.
Alright.
You have
okay,
to.
so did remember, I'll say, because that's...
I'm assuming you cleared player pref, because it's stored in player prefs.
Yeah.
Like, that's where they live.
And we have some input mapped on here, I forget, for testing purposes in the editor.
Yes.
That'll just wipe it out, or maybe even add some. I don't remember, but...
I don't remember about adding, but I'm pretty sure it clears all player prefs, which is tied to the costumes specifically.
Yeah, but my recollection was that it saves it after every level completion. So you hit the exit thing.
I was pretty sure that was the
adds
case.
Up it tells you your
because
percentage
that's
or whatever.
when the
and,
score is being tallied.
yeah.
I think if you go to the score or collecting the score script or something, or even it might even just be the score controller. Honestly, you should be able to find where all of that is happening.
Just type in the words score controller
or just try typing score controller. There's the one. That should be it. Yes, if you look right there.
Clear percent. Boss percent.
No, I was flickering.
Yeah, lights went a little weird there for a second.
If you even just go up a little bit, it's not too far. The level completed script, I believe, is mostly the thing that you're looking for. So the collection total is because that was before when it was objects. The collection total is coins.
And this is just sent as a string.
It's saved as a string, and it can break it apart at the colons. There's a lot of stuff like that in here, and I'm very proud of it because it works fairly well.
Score string.
And then that just reports it. All of this is just reporting.
Where is it committed to player prefs, or is that it doing it there?
No, it wouldn't be there. I'm not entirely sure.
That's actually what I need to know. Well, I need to know multiple things because I do want to add it to that other. I want to add 1 or 2 lines of text ultimately to that screen at the end of the level. But here's my goal. Let me state my goal in terms of.
If you keep going down, you might find it. Setting score.
My goal in plain text in terms of words of what I'd like to achieve is I want to make I want to find where it either if this is all in one place or the 2 places that this happens. I want to find where it saves the stuff in player prefs, and I want to find where it adds up, where it does whatever math it does, or pulls whatever values that have that math done elsewhere to determine how long you took in a level and what percentage completion you got. And then I just want to have a basic if tree in there that's if 70%, 80%, or 90% give you a couple extra coins, and a similar thing for time that just has either completely arbitrary, if completed in under X minutes, or if it's some variable function by how big the level is. Do the same thing, just give a couple extra coins based on that, and I want it to obviously add those 2 values to the total value of number of coins you collected in the level, and then I want all of that to be saved at the end of every level. So that's my stated goal for this stream, I guess.
Score controls, results control, percent transfer, object collection control. I'm on assembler right now, so I can look at the actual code over here.
Okay.
Do not hurt
that
him.
That cat is being a nuisance.
Do not hurt Starly. He is a good friend.
Do you have any other off the top of your head ideas that I can type in to just try to find other scripts, or this doesn't inherit from anything else yet?
No, there's a whole
if I look at that exit pipe, I bet it's got a reference to something. That's just a sprite. Exit pipe controller. What the fuck is up with you? Halt movement. Deactivate input. Oh, there's the ending level thing that is apparently not working correctly. Though it might still be doing other stuff. Here's saving coin total.
That's probably it.
Coin total, get coins.
Yep. And just plus add.
So this grabs the previously saved value.
Yep. And because the thing with player prefs is if it doesn't exist, it will literally just make it.
But this needs to either have those other values passed into it, or I need to make them public in here somewhere or something.
What do you mean?
Collect the score. Collection.
Shut up! I said that earlier because I knew it's a thing in here somewhere. I'm dumb sometimes, and then I don't change things. So it's getting it from the level selector.
Okay, so this is all happening in here.
because the level selector is an object that has.
And this is private, so this is only being called here.
Yeah.
All right, where is this being called?
It's probably just higher. Yeah. It's still in the exit pipe controller.
No.
Bye.
No.
Yeah, because it already has the object controller right there.
Just if it's not a boss scene.
Yeah, because that doesn't have objects. That doesn't have the percentage. Boss scenes just have time.
Report percent, report collection. Here we'll go.
Because the level selector is what I believe is passing. Or no, it's got reference
Object
to
collection controller. Objects collected. I'm just gonna add them here. I'm just gonna put.
What are you doing? What are you doing? I want to know what you're doing.
All right, I'll show you.
Just tell me. Use your
I'm just
word.
gonna add the values for the bonus coins I want to add. To this function call.
Why?
Because why not? I don't know. I mean, I could put it somewhere else, but I mean, if you have other, what do you want? I could call functions in here that add them up instead if you prefer. It doesn't really matter.
It would keep it cleaner.
Yeah, I'm gonna need to make. Just put them down here. This is fine. Is that how you spell calculate? My brain is like literally garbage.
Calculator.
No.
No. Or it depends, because a calculator has OR at the end, but I believe calculate. Yes.
See, because in here, though, this is why I didn't want to do this. There's no reference to the percentage, the values here. We need them. We need to put them somewhere.
Well, the object controller doesn't fucking have them.
Well, that's
that
why
happens elsewhere.
That's why I just wanted to put it up here and pass them in. So there was some logic behind that.
I mean, the percent tracker is literally right here, so you don't even have to pass it. Just do it here.
Well, yeah, and then, like I said, then I can just add them to this call. All right. What? Like I said, what do you want me to do otherwise?
Do whatever you want.
Well, tell me your alternative.
I don't know what my alternative is because you're not giving me time to think. You're just doing shit.
All right. Hold on.
Because you won't tell me what you're doing, and then you just start doing stuff, and you're like, well, what would you do differently? Well, if I don't know what you're doing,
all right, I
how
just
can
told
I help?
you we need to calculate those numbers.
Yeah, after I asked like 3 times.
And then we need to add them all up.
Why don't you just, like, what kind of bonuses are you talking about, first of all? Like, how are you assigning these bonuses?
I told you, I just want to give a few extra coins based on...
Is it like you hit a threshold and you get like 2 coins?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like 70% or higher, you get 1.
Why don't you just put that in like the percentage controller?
Because now that needs to add them to the coin total. So you need to do
It's all happening here, though. All of these functions meet here.
But right now, none of them intersect in terms of what they have access to. The percentage doesn't know how many coins you have, and the coins don't know what percentage you got.
Like that's okay. Listen to me for just a second. If you have a check on the percentage, because like that report percent function, all these reporting ones are literally supposed to happen at the end of the level. They know, like, I think they're literally just passing a value right now. So you could easily just add a check for a, like, did we hit this thing? Yes, no. And, like, because, like, they're right here. Like, the objects are here. And
yeah, that's fine. But again, that's the same deal of,
because then you could then pass those through without having to do anything else here aside from just getting those numbers and putting them on in.
Press the... Pass them through to where? Like, what are you...
To that saving coin total thing. Don't do the math in here. Do the math over there. Know
That's fine. Yeah, that's... okay. That's fine. Then I can still just add these as parameters or whatever.
I mean, yeah, now that I know what you're trying to do, okay. If you talk to me and let me know what's going on, as opposed to just starting to type, like, I can't help or have any kind of input if I don't know what's going on.
All right, let's get rid of this. Okay. And then... I guess we don't need another line for that. It doesn't matter.
You put a... It's not... There you go.
Okay. That should be that.
It's gonna get really mad because...
Yeah.
That call is wrong now.
And in fact, because these are both void right now, right? So we can even just do that here.
Both void right now.
They return nothing. Ammo collection controller. Score controller. So like, for example, if I go to this report time one, go to definition. Minutes equal minutes, seconds equal seconds. I can change this to, I can just change it to int if we want to, and return the bonus coins. Let's do this and see what happens. Let's see how angry it gets. Put a little comment here for right now. It's just like calculate bonus coins based on time taken to complete. Horrible. Up here we can just want to make this more.
This is
do the autocorrect thing.
I'm not sure if this is what you want it to, where you want it to be.
Why isn't it doing the?
Man, I don't know.
Visual Studio, you're letting me down here.
Is it mad because that report time is messed up?
It might be. In fact, it probably is.
Why did you make? Wait, what are you even? What are you Why are you changing this function, Dustin?
This is what you told me to do.
I don't know what you're doing. I'm confused. I'm actively confused right now. What are you doing?
All right, we gotta go back to. I don't even remember which.
This is still the score. I said the percent tracker.
Hold on. Where's the thing I just came from? I'm just gonna start closing some of these tabs. Controller, get out of here. Shop menu, get out of here. It's here. You told me to do it in here. That's what this function is.
What the fuck? Get down.
Hold that. Knock it off.
I told you to do it in the percent tracker, not in the score controller. Because that
never mind.
That function is like changing the time to format it to print it on the screen.
I clicked on the wrong thing.
Yes.
All right. Oh, thank you. Let's just get rid of all this. That's my bad. Okay. Let's go back over here. Colette, knock it off. You're being so rude. that to just not need to be aired out, basically.
This function is still incorrect.
Why?
Because this is still not the function you want. None of these are the functions you want, Dustin.
What do I want?
You want it on the actual, like, the percent tracker, the time manager. They're called up in this. Go up to the main thing.
But why not this one? Because I said all I need is the number. I don't care about any other fucking thing about it.
Because I'm pretty sure they will be better formatted in those areas. Because the numbers that get passed for the score are like changed to be readable on menus, not like the nuts and bolts.
But this
values.
is just a float.
I don't know. I don't want you. These functions serve a purpose. They don't need to be returning something right now. That's why I was saying you make a variable in there that can just pass, like, is there coins? Yes, no. Or do a check in here, add a variable in here. You don't need to make everything a return because this stuff is doing a purpose right now.
Knock it off.
She will do no such thing.
Jesus Christ, Cat. Colette, stop it.
You know what? You're getting heated. You're gone, Cat. It's time to leave. Yep, scoot. Keep going. Nope. All the way. All the way, you're gone. Now she's gonna be sad. But I'm done with her ripping foam off the walls.
All right, Lorraine, tell me exactly where you think I should put it. Because, like I said, that'll have to pass it out of there from somewhere to somewhere else, ultimately. Because the only thing that I need base, like I said, I just need the total time it took to complete the level as one, like, number or whatever, or two number if it's minutes and seconds, that's fine. Or for a percentage, I just need how much you got. And then I just need to do some very basic, is it greater than this value? Is it greater than that value?
I'm looking at something right now.
Cat is already mad that she's been banished.
Not too bad. So the easiest way, like it depends how, like, I don't know exactly what you want me to tell you, because if you want to see like a certain threshold, the timer controller script has a literal, just a full float, not split into minutes and seconds, that you can just use. I don't know if that'll be easier to calculate against or not, or if having it literally split into minutes and seconds is easier. Because the only place that number is in the timer controller.
The full float is fine, because I'm assuming that's in seconds.
Yes.
Cumulative. That's fine.
Well, that's only in there, and that's not getting passed here.
I know how to divide by 60. I mean, but like I said, either one works. I can work backwards from the other ones.
I don't know what you want is the thing. I don't know what you want, because you won't, like, specify.
Yeah, I just told you. Like I said, that's Lorraine. That's all I want. I want how much time it took to complete the level, and I want what percentage of things you destroyed. I want those two values, and I don't care how they're formatted. I can work backwards into the format I need them in, and then I need to take those values and do a little bit of, like I said, just do a very basic, like, string of checks in terms of how big they are. So from, like, this line of code right here, how do I get how much time it took? What, like, thing would I have to call or whatever?
So in there, the time is happening after that. As you can, if you look down, like, 3 lines, because the time is universal. This is just for, wait, contains, where are you in, it doesn't contain boss, never mind, I missed the exclamation point. So what you actually are looking for, like, that coin thing is not happening in a boss level, or the time calculation with this coin thing is not happening in a boss level. So you'd have to write to the player prefs again afterwards and not move this call, because this call doesn't exist for boss levels. Because that's not assigned in not boss levels.
But these don't necessarily have to be here, right? Like if I wanted to move these up here,
then they won't happen in boss levels.
No. I'm saying if I put it above this, that doesn't matter.
I guess. I don't fucking know.
I can't imagine that this would make a difference. Because I don't think any of these two is dependent on the stuff in that if, because it's an exclusive thing anyway. So I'm saying if I do this, now the time has been calculated, and now I can maybe reference it in here.
Like, what is... Yeah, the time's been calculated, but it's split up again. Like,
It doesn't matter. That's
fine.
fine.
Okay, Dustin. Okay. Jesus. Then just do whatever. Why am I even here? Just do whatever you want. Apparently, my input clearly doesn't matter. No, that's not
what's happening. I'm just, like I said, I'm just trying to figure out what we should do.
Well, you're not going to listen to things that I say, and everything I say is wrong, so why bother?
What do you want me to do? What do you think?
Whatever you want. I don't care anymore.
Um,
You clearly have the answers, and I don't.
I'll put this back here.
Do whatever you want.
Hold on. All right. Hold on. Colette, stop it. Where is that? Game object T. And then here it gets the timer controller from that. Okay. So this happens here. So actually, let's do no harm. Let's leave these here. Really, this is the line that I'm actually talking about, because this gets the timer thing. This gets the game object reference for the timer. And this is immaterial. Like this is needed from level to level, I believe, right? I think we did that at some point. Like the only reason we're tracking the ammo in here is so we can pass it into the next level.
Yeah.
You have the same amount of ammo. Yeah. Just asking you to refresh my memory on why some of the stuff is even anywhere.
Well, if you look down by the score controller, you'll see that it's getting sent to an object that says literally send to next level. So, yes. Because the level selector is the only object, to my knowledge, that persists between all scenes, because it is extremely vital to literally everything.
Is this the only thing this is mad about right now still?
Yes.
Yeah. Alright, so just for the moment, to stop pissing it off, we're just gonna do that. Alright, and then is this just an integer? It is. Okay.
I mean, it's like I said, it's if you look in the time controller script, like I did, you will see that it's literally just parsing out the long string of seconds to format it into something that can be presented on a screen as a time value.
Yeah. But like I said, to the best of your knowledge, this is an integer. It's minutes. So if you took 5 minutes and 40 seconds to complete a level, this is going to be 5, right?
Mm-hmm. And the seconds will be 40.
Yeah, that's fine. All right. So for my purposes here, I don't give a fuck about the seconds. We're not even going to worry about it. So we're just going to do, this is fine. I'm just going to copy it. I don't care. Gonna do that. And then we need the percentage one from somewhere. Right here, I guess. Just copy the same fucking thing. I think that makes sense, right? Now you can check my math.
It's mad.
Check my logic.
It's mad about something. Because it's the percentages of float. You made it an int down there.
I mean, it can be a float. I'll just go change it to a float in the other thing.
I mean, I still feel like you should just, like, I know you don't want to make another pass, but I feel like it would be easier to just send this literally, like, because this is just adding numbers. Like, you have to do so much more in this function, and it's just muddying this function.
Oh, I can just put the calls in here, and then write like one or two other little things down here to do the. Like I said, it's gonna be minimally complicated. I fucking hope. We'll see what happens. So let's do that then. Let's do
I mean, you also can't add.
Oh, because these are the coin values, right?
You can't add a float to an int.
No. I can.
Well,
like
literally,
I said,
that's why that line is mad, Dustin.
Sure. Look back up here. Just like I said, now I've just backed ourselves into. All right, we're gonna go with the framework we've got down here so far. So I'm just gonna change this around what we're actually doing here. So we're passing in collection controller, the number of minutes, and the percent as a float. So we're working backwards from that. We'll just change this to.
You've spelled that minutes wrong.
That.
Yep.
And this is not. I mean, whatever. It's good enough. All right. Because like I said, we didn't need to change. We didn't change any other stuff, so this is fine. This will be adequate. It'll be good enough. Whatever. That's fine. Shut up. Okay. It's gonna do the same shit for the other one, but obviously slightly different. This. Okay. Um. Let's say. Like I said, the percent one I think is really easy. Oh, god damn it. My fingers are fat and stupid. Def. Apparently not. Let's see about it. Doesn't matter. Just put like 2 more. Stop. Stop it. Eh. Okay.
You have it fucked up. Please fix that return. You have it setting equal to 1. There's also an extra semicolon. Because you pasted weird.
Set. Fine. I guess it's fine. Looked like it was mad again for a second. Okay. Just gonna copy all this, honestly. Okay. This one is kind of the opposite. Two, three. It really doesn't matter. Two, whatever. That's the best one. Let's just do. That's fine. Who cares? We can change it later if we want.
Yeah, I'd say 1.
You want to do 1 instead?
Yeah.
Do you want to still leave the other ones the same, or
Just do 1, 3, 5 if you want to keep it the same ratio. Or just do 2, 3.
yeah, if you want. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, whatever. You don't get them, you don't get them. Who cares? Hustle. Okay, that's fine. Cancel that shit up. And then this debug will be useful because it'll actually tell us. I can actually just look at the thing for now before we put it in the UI somewhere. Alright. That means we're gonna have to meet at least one of these. Well, they should both be relatively easy to meet. At least one of them. Alright, let's see what happens. Alright, I'm speedrunning this. I'm just gonna try to get to the end as quickly as possible, see if I can get the full time reward. There's 2. Just to pull my shield because I'm dumb. I got a little more. 3. Alright, I picked up 3 coins naturally. 31 seconds. That looks right. Well, is it? 3, 6. How many do we have before? 2? Or no.
That'll be total coins for
That's
the level.
not right.
Let's see how many you picked up.
I got 3. I'm pretty sure I got 3. Huh. Is it, can check the... Yeah, I think it gave me all 3 for the percentage one, maybe 2. So that must not be working correctly. I must have typed that out wrong or something. That's my guess. Cause yeah, I picked up 3. I'm like 99% sure I picked up 3 naturally. So we had 2 before this, plus 3 from picking them up. 5 plus 3 for the time bonus. 8, and then if it gave me 3 more, that would be 11. At least doing this here will make this easier, I guess.
I mean, you have to stop it and start it again.
Use up my shield here. No, I can't. It does carry over. I'm a fool! Back off, you jerks. Pressing the wrong button. I'm very smart.
You just
Still mad about something. I can't see any of that shit. Can you?
I mean, if you stop scrolling it,
I'm trying to get to the bottom. I'm guessing it's pretty close to the bottom.
Okay. Yep. Stop. Test percentage is 25. Is that even what it said?
I think so.
And time in minutes is 0.
Alright, so those are correct. So I don't know what did I write wrong in here. How incorrect is my...
You didn't pick up anything. So it gave you 6 regardless.
Did I do... Is it up here that I screwed up, maybe? No, I don't think so. That's the original total. Plus both of those. Like I said, the time one appears to be working correctly, so that would have given us 3 every time. 0 by default.
I mean, you could just add another check that's just if less than or equal to 69, 0. Put it right at the end. Force it if it's not.
Maybe. Just trying to think. I just want to understand what I've screwed up here. I mean, I guess we can actually, I probably should have just done this from the beginning.
I mean, if you just checked the coin totals like coming out.
So it's time. Where would you put that?
I mean, either at the end of those functions before it reports, or yeah.
I guarantee you that when I realize what I've done here, it's going to be something that is like staggeringly stupid. But like right now, just staring at it, I can't quite see what's happening. Didn't get that one. That's fine. Leave me alone. Back off. There, I got one.
No, he got it. That's why he's big.
Oh, you're right. He did get it. Did he?
I don't know what.
Alright, that was weird. We'll see what happens. That indicates that I got it.
You had 17.
Yeah, 36. Plus 1.
Pause it so we can look at the...
It's pretty close to the bottom right, but not quite.
Oh my god, why is there
I don't know.
all of those? This is a nightmare. I think you're too high. Go for one of that. See, it says percentage coins is 0. Because that implies 7, right? 17 plus 7 is 24. Where is it getting the other 3?
Is it just, That's so weird. Alright, hold on. Oh. Come back, maybe.
I mean, what if you waited for longer than a minute? Or it's 1 or equals 2.
Time one's the one we've been messing with so far. Is it because I've... Oh, I think it's because I screwed this up. Maybe? No, because those are else's, right? That doesn't make any sense. And that the output there was the 3. That's so weird.
What if you just change them from else's? I don't know if that... I mean, because they don't... The only one that needs to be...
Let's see if there's something else weird going on.
The only one that needs to be less than or equals to is 1, right? To account for 0. Unless you want to account for 0 and have 1, 2, 0, 1, 2 as the things. You did grab one there. So in theory, the count should be 2 as it stands.
So many goops. Hey, buddy. How's it going? I don't remember when we had... We had 27, is that right?
24. Check the log. So this time is 3.
Well, that's not
well,
right.
you're reporting the 1 though, right? You're returning 1.
Yeah, I think that was after.
It doesn't matter. Where is it getting coins from?
really weird going on here. Those are just the ones you have already gotten base.
Mm-hmm.
These are the extra ones.
Because you got one. It's getting the number 3 from somewhere. And I don't think it's get time coins because it was only.
Oops.
What is. No, because it was 24 before. Because we went 2, 11, 17, 24, 31. 7 and 24 is 31, right?
Yeah.
And you picked up one in the level. We know that.
We're gonna do this again. Nope, I don't want that.
There's your coin was 31, which is right there.
In fact, we're just gonna play it. Where's Marta?
This is one of my favorite games.
It's like magic. How about that? So it's doubling it, right? Because that's why I wanted to make it a non... just a higher than 0 value. Because we definitely didn't get any coins that time.
Mm-hmm.
And I have it a 1 still. But instead of giving us 1, it gave us 2.
But
why is that happening?
that doesn't explain the 7 from last time, though.
Was it doubling all of them? Is that what's
That
happening?
still doesn't explain it, though, because you got 1.
Let me go,
I don't...
Something weird's going on here. Alright, some shit. Maybe get 1 coin on the level or something. First. There's 1. 1.
Make sure you...
Ah, I'm being damaged. Leave me alone. Stop it. Yeah, it was 33. 2 for the time, 1 for the 1.
2, 10.
Why is that happening? Is there something else that I didn't... Wait a minute. Hold on. No? Percentage points. Time coins. Percentage coins. be anything weird in there.
Poor script was completely gutted.
That's the base value. Plus 1. Okay, plus whatever.
What if you just put a debug in between all three of these? So you can just see what its total is, because I feel like that's the only way we're going to figure out where it's going wrong.
And this one's still coming out.
I mean, that's the end one. That's after it's, like, all the math is done.
Shut up.
No, I would just say literally copy temp coin total and then just have that as everything.
Yeah, that makes more sense.
Nope, you still need the 2 string. You still need the 2 string. There you go. Just put it in all of them now. And then just change the message or whatever. Could you also put like a handful of dashes?
Yeah, I can do that.
Because you need to figure out where that that like health and shield value thing, because I get that was for testing, but it is clogging everything up terribly.
You can maybe do that before we stop here just to get rid of it. Those are level ones. These are cent coins, and these are actually time coins.
You should just get rid of that in minutes too.
Yeah, that's fine.
Not that it matters, but it'll make more sense.
For all of them. Okay.
We can't figure it out from here. There's ghosts in the code. Let's find where the problem is.
I guess I'll still just try to grab at least one. Shut up. Leave me alone. Go away.
Shut up. Damn it. Really mucking out here.
Take no coins nowhere. There's one. I guess I'm probably almost, almost done.
Basically there.
Walk to the finish line.
So it's still 4. Also, there's warnings. I don't think there were warnings before.
There is a new thing. And is it something to do with some of these errors? I wasn't even looking at them. But I don't think so.
It was nearby. Okay, saved coin. Why is it 37? Wasn't it 36? Or something else? I feel like 37 is wrong.
That says 39.
Yeah, so I'm going. We need to go back down because you scroll all the way back up to the top by doing that. There was a paper trail. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Not too far. Okay. Save coin is 37. Level coin is 38. Percentage coin 38. That is. I still feel like there's the saved coin. I think is wrong.
Is it just like going up by one?
I think so. Run it again. Just literally run a level again. If you just take us, just move her right to the end. 39. Mark it in the log.
I wonder if this is something I did at some point. I forgot about it. What does it mean?
Just move her right to the end. Oh, we got rooms in this one. Down a little more. Right there. No, you didn't select it. There you go. You didn't grab the box. There you go.
It's just adding 2 or something.
I want to see the log.
Yeah, this
I
is gonna.
want to see the log.
Okay, this is gonna be actually very funny.
You have to go up a little bit more. Saved count is 40. It has gone up 1.
Okay, I wonder if I added something. Like again, this is gonna be very funny if that's the case. I could very believe it was. So let's go over to because it was recalling it.
The player prefs are getting changed at some point.
After here.
It's got to be the transition from the shop to the other thing, right? Because where else is it getting written? It gets written at the exit pipes. It shows as 39 in the shop. You get to the level, it's 40. Something is happening in between there. Can you unplay it and open up the shop scene? Or just play it and get to the shop scene? I want to look at that exit pipe. Just pause it or whatever. Because it's just the normal one, right? Yeah, exit pipe. No, it's up, up, up. Keep going. Keep going. More. There. Nope. Yeah.
It's not on there.
It's the exit, has it? Yeah, because it has the script on it. I don't know why it's getting... Why the one is happening.
Wait a minute.
Something with those checks in here.
I know what it is. I'm so stupid.
What did you do?
No, it's because it does it every time it's not a boss level, and the shop is not a boss level. So whatever value it was when you complete the shop, it's giving you the time bonus. Does that make sense?
But why is it only 1? There's no time in here though.
Well, if it's not adding up time at all, it'll still be 0, right? And 0 is less than 1.
But shouldn't it be giving you 3? Why is it giving you 1?
Because I hard-coded it to give you 1, just because I wanted to see why it was
right.
doubling up. It's doubling up because every time you complete the shop, it's giving you the time coins. So we're gonna have to go and
Just literally go up. Go up. No, we need the score. Go back to the score one. Sorry, I forgot which script.
No, that's fine.
All the way on the left. All the way on the left. Go up. Or no. No, which one was it then? Was it the... Oh god, you have so many things open.
It's here, maybe.
No, because it's the score...
Is this what you wanted, or you want something else?
Is it all in here? Is it really just all in here? Okay. Just add ands in the check.
Because we don't want to do any of this other stuff either, right?
Just have it just...
Yeah, we should.
Literally just copy that. You see that call in the if?
Yeah.
Copy that completely. Add ands and put shop instead of boss. That will literally change it to be exactly what you want. There.
Seems plausible. Let me go with change this to. It's going to be back to what it's actually supposed to be. Okay.
That's debug.
Well, I think we got it. I think. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty confident. And all right, 41.
If it is anything other than 44, I'm going to literally
I'm just going to
scream.
pause it. We're just going to cheat.
I'm going to leave. I'm going to quit game design because I don't know what's happening. You're almost there. No. There you go.
Huzzah.
We'll never code again if this is anything other than 44.
Okay. Well, actually, we might now want to come up with a more nuanced solution. Although, since the exit pipe is the thing doing it, it couldn't happen in non-gameplay scenes, right? Like it couldn't happen on the title screen or anything. That wouldn't make any sense. All right, that might do it then, because the only rooms that have Marta in them that aren't levels like these where we would want you to get the coins are bosses in the shop. I'm pretty fucking sure.
Unless you've added something else.
Okay. Well, then that, I think, will solve that problem. Oh, that's so funny. All right. Well, like I said, I do feel relatively stupid, but that's see, that's the thing. I don't know that I still don't think I've made this comparison before, I think, but I still don't think that coding is really dissimilar from trade. Like if you're an electrician or a carpenter or whatever, I do feel like maybe coders, programmers feel stupid more frequently than those people, but maybe not. Maybe if I was a carpenter, I would be like, oh, it was actually this 2x4 was supposed to be 16 inches long, and I measured 14 because I am so stupid. I don't know, but
I feel like
consistently humble.
I think it's just because like we're seeing less of the actual physical components. Like we're not working with. I mean, maybe if you were like a operating or like an engine developer, you'd see more of like those kinds of things as opposed to this, where like this is so far removed from like the actual tools you're using. Like we're not looking at like sections of pipe or lengths of wire, and we can't see where they're all connecting because we didn't lay all of that foundation. You need to keep going down a little bit.
I mean, I should.
Or you didn't take any damage.
Oh, that's right. Well, let's go take some damage.
Because that was just like use the shield.
Because I think we'll be able to just click on them actually, and I think
it'll show you where they are. If that number was higher, I was gonna just have a panic attack. Let's go run into some enemies.
Okay.
What's up?
I think we did this when we were testing some other costume stuff. I'll check out those other errors later.
Player lost health 11.
It's probably just in the player controller, I assume. Yeah. Alright. Let's just... I'm not going to delete it. No, I don't know what happened there. That's fine.
Maybe you don't know what happened there. You press enter twice and then 2 slashes. Do you need to comment on your commented out debug statement? Because that sounds like something that a sociopath does.
Is that supposed to be? No, that's supposed to be there. That was already there.
Like,
that's what confused me. I'm just dumb.
Because you leave so much stuff in.
Yeah. Alright. I mean, I should go back and clean up some of this crap. But... Okay.
I mean, there's definitely more than that, but we can do that. I don't think that housekeeping needs to be broadcast to the world.
Is there anything else off the top of your head you want to mess with? Or write down? Or discuss?
My mental state and my trust issues.
Sorry.
I had a hard week.
I know.
Coding
like
is
I said,
so frustrating sometimes.
Every week's a hard week.
Yeah, I've had a harder week this week than most of my hard weeks.
Do you need to call it? You need a break? I mean, I think that's fine.
I mean, maybe. I am getting hungry.
Okay. That's all right. We did technically made progress. We did most of the thing I said I wanted to do today, which is good.
I mean, what
So it
else
appears to be
does the
working right
list
now.
say? What else did you need to do on that the coin list? Check out saving coins between levels. I already had it there. We got the bonuses done. You didn't check out the results
The
screen.
save happens when I wanted it to already. Like I was just hoping it would save at the end of every level, so that's fine. Let's get rid of that.
I mean, you got coin bonuses in there.
This we didn't get to, but I'll leave that on the list.
Do you mean like the final results screen?
I did. I was just curious. I think there's multiple problems with that. I think there's also an input problem with that where it just doesn't take your
I mean, I'm sure that like
coins to the level and text box. Okay. Or not, honestly, because it's still choosing the new total, right? Although I feel like it would be obtuse to not describe it since you're just getting coins for no reason.
I mean, when we're gonna have the thing, showing.
Let's at least before we sign off, let's look at that screen again. Or I'm already in the level even. That's fine. Let's just go to the end of the level.
It's not there right now because that menu in particular gets instantiated. We've had this discussion before. So you won't be able to see it until you've actively activated.
Give me the thing.
That cutscene, whatever. Ooh,
that's. Oh, it's because I was so fast that the camera didn't catch up with
it. Was very mad.
So we just want to add like a time. We can just add time bonus, 6 coins, whatever the fuck.
So what these are? Those are text meshes. You will need to add them and make sure they are on the correct sorting layer. If you look at the prefab for that window, we should be able to do that fairly easily.
Do you want to do it right now or do you want to do it later? Okay, we can do it later. We might not even do it online. Well, we can do it later. Okay, that's fine. But yeah, like in terms of, I don't think it needs to necessarily get more elaborate than that. In fact, we can change the order on these probably. We can do % cleared time. Or time % cleared, it doesn't matter. And then let's just say % cleared time, % bonus.
Why wouldn't you just put the bonuses beneath the thing? % clear, % bonus.
Okay,
time,
that's fine too. That makes
bonus,
as much sense. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. But basically, you just need to change the order of these somewhat, and then add 2 more lines that tell you the bonus coins you got for those other 2 things. Okay. I'll finish. Let's type that out even more specifically.
99 plus errors. Oh God.
Oh well, that doesn't seem great.
That's a lot of errors. Add 2 loins. Boing loins. Somebody got added in them. I'm just so tired now.
I'm so glad we figured it out.
No, not quite.
Okay.
Charlie's treasure.
Before we actually sign off, do you want to have a conversation on how much time you want to put, if any, into like balancing that stuff, like how like the time bonus and stuff like that, or just kind of leave it as is? Because I honestly think it's probably fine. I definitely don't want to. The other thing I said, I'm gonna say fuck that, of making it dynamic per level. I think we'll just make it static because I just don't care. It's because levels can vary in size, and I think they do.
The only thing I will say to that is, do you want to try to have anything similar on boss fights?
Oh, like for the coin bonuses?
Threshold, because there's no percentage. Do you want to do any kind of like boss fight bonus? Because they do have time tracking in there.
Yeah, we could do that maybe. I can add that as. Just close that thing.
But I would say, like, I would recommend it be like a separate function, and just have it scale a little differently. Like just change it to be either like.
All right, Colette, I'm gonna let you.
Just we'll be honest.
Well, what do you want me to type here? But
I don't know. Just type boss coin bonuses ? Or whatever.
That's fine. Whatever. Cross that bridge when we come to it. Yeah, I think that's a fine proposal. And like I said, I'm pretty comfortable with like what we've added here in terms of that. And honestly, if it's easier to like, that would technically make it easier to farm coins earlier in the earlier levels than deeper to run, which I think is fine. Because it's a currency that means nothing. It's just a thing to give the game some arbitrary progression, right?
Because like if
that's fine. If you want to play the first like other levels up to the first boss fight and then reset to get more coins, go for it.
That's token farming. I don't remember what I was gonna say now. Probably wasn't fun.
But other than that, I guess we can call it a day. I think that's probably fine, because that's like the bigger in terms of giving rewards. I think if we had the boss fight thing, we'll be done with that. And like I said, we can rebalance kind of how much coin stuff costs around what the new estimated coin yield will be for, I don't know, 10 or 15 minutes of gameplay or whatever. Figure it out.
Yeah, because I mean, like, unless you're like S tier God mode, it's very unlikely you'll get a 6 bonus on any level, because you're either going fast or you're clearing everything. So one kind of negates the other.
Here, I'll put a note here that I just kind of was thinking in the back of my head.
And then in theory, like, if you're doing completion, you're probably going to get all the coins in the level. I don't remember how many roughly can spawn per level, if there's a cap threshold on that, or if it's literally just 2 gears. But then for time, it's like, if there's something in your way, you'll pick it up. Maybe. Or you'll just keep going. There are higher tiers of pickups that we have. I'm pretty sure bosses were supposed to drop like a 5 health restore on occasion. I know some of that stuff got taken away.
And we can have a deeper discussion on this. I actually think this would be more interesting to stream than just the raw dev stuff, so maybe the next time we get on we can talk about this a little bit, because it's fun to have those conversations. But like how fiddly we want to get with the balance is somewhat dependent on how quote unquote hard we want the game to be. And what are your thoughts on that? Because my gut is honestly, at this point, after seeing people play it in the wild, and you know, a handful of times you get a little kid or something rolling up and just going with a little bit, I kind of feel like the game should be relatively unpunishing.
Well, this was always like the easier of our 2 games. Like, just kind of based on mechanics alone. Like, there's not really much hand-eye or whatever, reaction-based, I guess is a better way to put it, coordination needed to not instantly fail at like a jump or a puzzle or whatever.
So I guess in saying this, what I'm really saying is that like like I said, it's just nice to have a for a game that doesn't have a
Anything.
well, it doesn't really have a narrative. You know, it's more like
It has a
Pac-Man
narrative. I
than
know
like
what
I
it
guess
is.
Pac-Man technically has a narrative or whatever.
Down the Drain has a story. It's there.
But it's not like you play it for 5 minutes and then you get a cutscene, and then you play it for 20 more minutes, you get a cutscene. It's not a narrative like that.
You should do it like Super Mario 3D Land. There's just a screen.
Right? It's
It's
it's like Mario. It has as much of a narrative as fucking narrative as Mario games do. And that like very minimal. It's like it doesn't really matter in terms of the So the coins and the abilities and the upgrades and stuff just basically give you like a gameplay sense of progression, whereas the game doesn't really have a narrative one. Does that make sense? So the question I'm really asking here is, do we want that to be mandatory or not? And I'm kind of thinking no. Like, do we want to balance the game such that like it's basically impossible to make any progress until you get a bunch of upgrades, or do we want to balance the game such that you could probably just beat the whole thing without any of them, but it's there for
take Mega Man X into account. You can do a Buster only run. That's a thing you can do. You don't have to use anything. Like there are like or in Slay the Spire, for example, there are bonuses for like shirking the extra stuff. Like I don't think a game should be impossible, especially a run based game should be impossible without getting any of the like the upgrades. The upgrades are supposed to make are like quality of life essentially. You can brute force any of those robot masters in Mega Man without using their weakness, but the weakness is there to give you some kind of direction and to make those fights not as hard to conserve your resources. That's what the costumes do. And the same with the like the alt weapons or whatever.
Okay, that's fine. And then with that in mind, I guess I'll just add this as one more tiny separate note. Like that was just my gut instinct, having played the game just now after not playing it for a while. I didn't spell it right, but I don't care. That's fine. Like maybe the pickup should just give you more of a bonus. I still I think I overall like the fact that it's not like a regenerating thing. Like I like the gameplay element that adds, but like I feel like if even just each one gave you like half or something, or just like more than like I don't know 20 or 15% or whatever the fuck it gives right now. Like I feel like it should be really, really even like UI evident when you get a shield thing. Like it should you see the meter jump a decent chunk. I don't know how you feel about that.
Then why even have the upgraded shield?
Well, it'll just that'll be true of those two. Like it'll fill it, because if anything, that's more obvious. Like when you have the upgraded shield, it's even harder to like fill the upgraded one back to full when each unit only gives so much. So like that's even makes it more likely that you'll fill back into that when you have upgraded it. I don't know, just a maybe observation. But again, like I said, I kind of at this point, I think anything you feel comfortable with in terms of gameplay balance or how much or little we want to test that kind of stuff, I think is fine with me. So whatever your gut senses on that stuff, well, I think we'll just go with that. I'll throw out ideas like that every once in a while, but I'm not super beholden to any of them necessarily. So okay. Well, with that, I think we will actually call it an afternoon. I guess it's an afternoon. It's not almost very evening. Late. It's almost evening.
Pre-evening.
Pre-evening. Thank you, Colette, for being so bad that we had to toss you out of the room
Somebody's
today.
not getting treats today.
Oh, she's gonna be so mad.
I don't care. She was bad.
Thank you, Internet, for hanging out. We really appreciate it. I know that these streams can be somewhere between boring and occasionally contentious and frustrating, but so that's the process in real time. That's the honest representation of how hard it is to make stuff. So thank you for bearing with us and popping in and just chilling out for any time anyone may have spent out there hanging. And with that, I'm gonna grab this other mouse and try to put it just in the right spot.
I believe in you. You can do
there
it.
It is. Wow. And we will see you next time, Internet.
Bye.
So long.